Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Data's in Control podcast. My name is Brian Chauvin, and I'm the founder of Data's in Control. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about a recent experience. I wanted to talk to you about something that I'd been looking forward to and dreading all at the same time. The other day I had my first experience with the sensory deprivation chamber, aka the float tank. And a lot of my friends have been to the float tanks, and my wife has been, and even some of my kids have been. And they've all talked these great things about it. So I was fascinated and I was terrified all at the same time. So I decided to try it out. I booked an appointment and I went to the local float tank place. And I have to say I was a little bit out of my league in comfort. I was not comfortable, but I thought I was going to ace this. It was going to be no problem. Piece of cake, right? Got into the little area and you have to shower before you go in, and I'm standing on carpet. There's a drain in the carpet, but it just felt weird. It felt weird to be showering on carpet. Shower, put the little earplug thingies in, and hop in the tank. At first I asked for about 5 minutes of calming music to just kind of get me into the mood of things, and I shut the stupid little light off because it was bugging me, and I'm laying there, complete silence, and my mind wouldn't stop. My mind was racing 1,000 miles a minute. Every little movement that I made rippled around and made me move, and I was so uncomfortable. And then it happened. My damn earplug popped out. So I had to find the earplug, I had to dry it off, and there's so much Epsom salt in the tank that I knew I had to clean my ear out and I had to put a clean earplug in. So I got out, stepped on the carpet, walked over, got another earplug, put a new earplug in, got back in the tank, and sabotaged myself for the first 25 minutes of my stay. But something magical happened once I surpassed that barrier. Once I broke through that barrier, it got easy. I got comfortable. I let my mind relax. I wasn't trying to hold my head up. I was let my body go limp. I let my body relax in this dark space. And I really got to enjoy it. I really got to feel what it was like to be in that calmness. And it is calm. And then the next thing I know, the 5-minute music started coming back on, and it started to get a little bit louder. So that was, I know, my cue to get out. Again, my skin felt really weird from all of this salt content, and I had to take another shower there on the carpet, which was really weird. But I walked out feeling relaxed. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this, and I wanted to share this because this is something that I was looking forward to and also afraid of. Where in your life have you experienced something like that? Where in your life have you been looking forward to something, but you're too scared to experience something new? Or have you done this in your marriage? Have you done this, perhaps it's a trip that you want to take, or a new experience, rock climbing or free climbing or Brazilian jiu-jitsu or hunting or target practice with a gun or bow and arrow, archery, whatever. Where in your life are you avoiding doing this? Where in your life are you avoiding an experience? I think as parents, as dads, specifically as men, we get away with a little bit more than our female counterpartners. We get away with a little bit more freedom to do and freedom to try things. It's a little bit more socially acceptable. But it doesn't mean we don't feel guilty for wanting to try things. It doesn't mean we don't feel guilty or get parental guilt for, wanting to take off for an hour after dinner or after school is done before the kids get home or whatever. Because as parents, we're supposed to be there all the time for our kids. We're supposed to spend every waking moment trying to please them, right? Well, that's what society tells us. That's what, in fact, everything that I've seen lately tells us. And I'm here to tell you that's not true. And we've all heard the saying, happy wife, happy life, right? Well, that's totally bullshit. Because if you yourself aren't happy, if you're not creating adventure in your life, if you're not making a game out of every day, living your life to its fullest capacity, if you're not trying to build value in your life for other people, then you're just wasting. You're living a sedated life. You're living a life in the safety zone or in the drift, as we call it. And let me tell you, that is not my definition of a quality life. My definition of a quality life is expanding my capacities. Perhaps my personal capacities, my physical capacities, my mental capacities, my relationship capacities. I want to expand on all of these capacities so I could be better today than I was yesterday. And it all starts with looking at yourself and what do you want to do? Where do you want to be? What is your body craving? Do you want to take a mountain bike trip to New Hampshire, or a snowboard trip to British Columbia, or Mount Tremblant, or even a local little firing range, or whatever it is? What is it that you want to do? And I want you to write this down. I want you to grab your journal and grab a pen and start writing some of these ideas down and create kind of like not a bucket list, but a to-do list, an experience list. And nobody's going to read it. It doesn't have to be polished. It doesn't have to be professional looking. This is just you jotting down things that you want to do, you want to accomplish, you want to experience in the not so distant future. So I think that a great place to start is, where are you at now and what do you want to experience? It's that simple. It's easy. Well, maybe it's not easy. Maybe it won't be so simple for some people. I mean, when I first tried to figure out what it is that I wanted to do and experience, I tell you, it wasn't easy. So I had to start with, what don't I want? I don't want to feel out of shape. I don't want to feel sedated. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to feel that. And I started with the don'ts in my life, because when you start with the don'ts in your life, it's easy to reverse engineer it. Well, I want to feel energetic. Great. How do I feel energetic? Well, I go to the gym, or I want to try this martial art, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. And you kind of reverse engineer all of these feelings that you want to feel. I want to feel adventure. Great. How do I feel adventure? I want to travel. Great. Where do I want to go? I want to experience new food, new culture. Great. How do I do that? And ask yourself these questions. But as you're asking yourself these questions, write them down. Because let's face it, a short pencil is better than a long memory, because you're going to forget things. Priorities happen, things change, you get busy. But if you have it written down in a book, if you have it written down in a place that you can review it, then you'll be one step ahead of everyone else. So that's my message for today. If you haven't already done this, please head on over to iTunes or the podcast app that you're listening to this on, and rate and review the podcast, and smash the subscribe button. It goes a long way for delivering our message to people that would benefit from hearing it. And that's it. That's my message for today, guys. If you want to continue this conversation, if you want to learn more about how to improve the quality of your life, how to take back control, how to become a better version of yourself, head on over to dadisincontrol.com and click the button to join our free Facebook group. It's that easy. So until next time, guys, have yourself an amazing day, and we'll see you on the inside of the group.